Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hauppauge High School community. Forgive me if I pause a second here and there to bark some orders. We are in the auditorium, and we've welcomed our seniors here. We're about to get started with the ceremony today. So let's have people come on and say hello. What's up? Good to see everybody. Oh, today is June 17th, Wednesday, June 17th. Gio, what's up?
Good.
Mr. Whitehorse, what's going on?
What is going on, Hauppauge? Good morning. Happy
Excellent.
Wednesday. What day is it? Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. We're live from outside in the North Lot.
Hey, what's up, Christy?
Good morning, Hauppauge High School. We're so happy to see you, and it's going to be an exciting day.
Good stuff. Joy, what's going on?
Oh my gosh, Hauppauge High School, good morning. This is the best day ever. We're outside on the ramp, and I'm being asked a question, so I'm off.
All right, guys. So we'll jump right into the correspondences. Go for it. Joe, what's the world of sport?
Okay, so I am broadcasting from my phone, so I'm going strictly on memory of my report today. Also, apologies to everyone that the baby is not in the meeting today, but it's a little early for him. So happening in sports, not too much. Bad news from the Nassau Coliseum, actually. The Nassau Coliseum is closed until further notice. So it looks like if and when hockey returns next year, we'll probably have to watch the Islanders in other, probably at Barclays or another arena. We'll see. Also, the NBA submitted their 100-page guidelines for when the players return to their bubble city in Orlando. So that should be interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff in that 100 pages about different activities the players can do, testing protocols, etc. There's nothing really on tonight, which is okay. There's no really live sports or anything I have recommended right now. But on this day in history, we have a couple things. On this day, I'm going to look at my notes quick. In 1960, Ted Williams of the Red Sox hit his 500th home run. And on this date, in 1997, the NHL announced the expansion of 4 teams in Minneapolis, Atlanta, St. Paul, and Columbus. So today's trivia question, now Cook is giving orders, so he's not going to hear my question. But we'll see if Joy or someone else can get it, because I think this is a gettable question. Since we're on the topic of expansion teams, since I was born in 1988, what is the winningest expansion team in any of the 4 major sports?
What does an expansion team mean?
So an expansion team is a team that did not exist prior to that year. So I'll give you an example of a team that is not the winningest one. Would be like the Arizona Diamondbacks in Major League Baseball. They were they were brought into the league in 1993.
Would that be like the Tennessee Titans?
So the Titans were a relocated team. But yes, that's an example. It's like a brand new franchise. Hi, Joy. I think Chris would get this if he were listening,
What
but
was
he's
the
giving
question,
too many
Joe?
orders.
What was the question?
Which expansion team in any of the 4 major sports has won the most? I said winningest, but what I kind of meant to say was most titles since 1988.
A franchise, the expansion franchise.
An expansion franchise.
The Ravens.
It's a good guess, but the Ravens were a relocation.
I don't know. The expansion team that has won the most championships in any sport. I'm
Can
getting
you
some
give
cheating.
us a hint of like which sport it is? Is it football? Joe, is it football?
I think Joe's frozen. This is really smooth. We have no idea.
Okay, yeah, Joe's frozen. Joe, what's the answer?
I think Joe grossly overestimates our knowledge of random facts.
It's coming back on. He said it's coming back on. I'm standing 30 feet away from him, so I took off my mask.
I'm on Lincoln Boulevard.
Sorry to leave you in suspense.
Is it
My
football?
goodness.
Is it football team?
No, it's a basketball team. It's the Miami Heat.
Oh,
Miami Heat.
Oh yeah,
That's
it was on the
just
tip of my
2,
tongue.
huh?
I
Yeah.
knew that.
You guys keep going with the correspondences. I got to go do a couple of things. All right, you guys just flow
Well,
through it.
So anyway, back to Chris, and now we're going over to Joy, who's 20 feet away from me. Go for it.
Good morning, Hauppauge. We are live at the high school. This is Senior Recognition Week, and we are recognizing our seniors as they're actually walking up the Hauppauge, as we call it. It's the senior sidewalk from the North Lock Senior Parking Lot up to the auditorium. And what a beautiful day it is, but Chrissy will get into that. So today it's National Stewart Root Beer Day. Years ago, the waitresses at Stewart Root Beer, you could actually, they were in roller skates, and they would roller skate up to your car window and hook on a tray on the window. So if anybody remembers Stewart Root Beer, shoot me a text message and let me know that you're as old as me, if not older. It is also National Cherry Tart Day. You can make any kind of fruit tart you like, but today recognizes cherry tarts. And remember, if you eat it standing up, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Do you have any
Yay.
tarts?
And then the last national day we're celebrating is actually National Garbage Man Day. So please give a shout out to your local garbage collectors, because without them, it would really be a dirty place, right? Have a great day, Hauppauge. Now, Christy, to you and the weather and traffic.
Joy, I just want to let you know, my kids want to know why I'm standing up at the dinner table every night now. They can't figure it out. So 67 degrees outside, beautiful and sunny. Going to be a little bit cloudy later on this afternoon, high of 71. Sunrise is 5:20, sunsets at 8:26. So that's the weather report, but I'm much more excited to report on the traffic report today, which is we have traffic coming through our circle to celebrate our seniors as they walk through. I don't know what you can see, what you can't, to get their graduation photos taken. And then also I was able to connect, I tried to do this yesterday, but so that we can see the beautiful banners that are lining the high school on Lincoln Boulevard. So if you get a chance to drive by, it's kind of cool as the people are driving by and seeing the graduation ceremony, they're beeping. So we're loving the traffic today, and it's great to see everyone.
Christy, stay on the sidewalk, all right?
Yeah, people are looking at me. They have no idea what I'm doing as they're driving by.
Okay, I don't know where Chris went. He's probably dealing with something. Ruthie, from 30 feet away. I don't think you're on here. Oh, you're on there. Unmute.
Yeah, unmute.
Just try pressing the unmute button.
There, I got it.
Excellent. Go for it.
Okay, so the entertainment of today could not be better. This is the coolest. Look at these kids. They're doing great stuff. And I got to say that there really isn't any better theater than what's going on here with these kids. It's a gorgeous day. This is the thing to be watching, quite frankly. And arts in today, there's lots going on. There's Martha Graham is doing a piece this afternoon, but you don't really want to be inside. So you can catch it also at 7:00. And there's all sorts of theater streaming, Midsummer Night's Dream. And I want to remind you that on Saturday night, the Teenie Awards will be celebrating all of the Islip Arts Council's choices of high schools that have been, some have been able to perform, some have not been able to perform, but you will have the opportunity to live stream it on the Islip Arts YouTube, and Hauppauge will be there. You'll see slices of Footloose, and you'll see lots of people. Another plug for tomorrow morning. We have some incredible alumni coming on. Jimmy G, Billy Reese, Dan Smith. They were really instrumental and really all over the high school, involved in all sorts of including theater. So I think you'll enjoy that tonight. but for now, there is no better entertainment. It's really exciting. So that's the story. I guess back to you guys.
This is going swimmingly, I believe.
Okay, wait. So we couldn't. Not on video. We couldn't finish up the morning meeting without our update on dinner. So Maria, what'd you have for dinner last night? I'm here with Maria in the lobby of the high school. Who?
Oh, it's tacos. It was Taco Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. It was Taco Tuesday.
We're having sausage tonight and mushroom ravioli.
All right. So Maria, how do you make your sausage?
We're gonna grill it. It's on the barbecue. It's supposed to get warm. And I do have the mushroom ravioli from Restaurant Depot. So I'm gonna boil that.
Kirsty,
Make some
can you ask her about grill marks? Is she a grill mark person?
Are you a grill mark person?
What is that?
What does that mean? Where the marks from the actual?
You have to
grill?
You have to get the grill marks on the sausage the right way.
It's the thin sausage.
No, he said it. She said it's the thin sausage. So
Got
I
it.
made the thick sausage last night, actually. But I cook it in the frying pan because I take it out of the casing and chop it up like almost like meatballs.
Excellent. All right. I think that's it for the correspondence. Does anyone else have anything to talk about? Splendid. All right. Cool.
Do we say back to you, Chris? We can say that all we want.
Well, he is the one controlling the recording and the live stream right now, so we are kind of at his whim for this meeting to end. But let's keep going. Let's do.
Tell you what's going on here.
Here, I got a question. What's your favorite? I don't know.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
That was a good question, Joe.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to formulate it in my head. All right. Outside of Hauppauge High School, because there's a lot. We're obviously on the corner of Lincoln and all that town line. What's the best spot to stand outside for view at Hauppauge High School? I kind of like where I am right now.
Well, for this experience, that's perfect, right? It's perfect where we're standing. But I think, you know what I like? I like to stand at the windows now, on the top floor. Look, congratulations!
Yeah, that north end window is that's inside though. I don't think that counts. But I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
God. Boy, I don't have an answer for you because I'm not outside. Usually I'm buried inside the auditorium. Right. I'm either inside the auditorium with no windows or I'm inside 381 with no windows.
Yeah.
So that's not usually.
Christy, what about you?
I like looking out by where the English wing is, looking out over at the football fields. I think it's a pretty cool sight to look at the football fields.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Joy, are you still on?
I'm still on.
What's up, Gio?
Good.
Good. We got graduates walking up right now, getting announced.
Yeah, one by one. And you got the
great.
WALK's vans here. They seem to be helping out tremendously, playing the pomp and circumstance.
Yeah, big shout out to 97.5 for agreeing to come and try to make this really special for our students. Joe, I have another question for you. It's kind of related to seniors who are probably, or some of which are getting their first car. So what was your first car?
Oh, man, I got a good story on this one. That's a great question. So my first car was a 1993 red Mercury Tracer. I got it for, I think I paid $500 to a friend of mine. who didn't need it. And it's actually not, well, it's a good story, but 2 weeks later, I was driving back from the beach with a few friends, and it was raining out. And I didn't realize the car had bald tires. So I tried stopping at a light, and the car wouldn't stop. And I continued going, and I ended up rear-ending somebody and totaling the car. So
Ouch.
my first car lasted 2 weeks, but it was a great car. And then I got a Ford Taurus after that. Everyone was okay, by the way. Thanks for asking, guys. We're all okay. But that was my first car. What about all of you?
I like going outside. Put the play.
There you go.
There you go. Ruthie, what
Sounds
about
good.
your
How
was your
about my
first car?
first car? Well, okay, so I never had my own car. I always drove my parents, but when I finally had and I guess my husband and I got my first car together, which was a Mazda. But the better story is that when I had my kids about cars, I had my kids, right? And I had twin boys, and I was so excited to finally get a van. So we got this used Chevrolet van that I could not. I was so excited, and it had like a stereo that was really awesome in it. So I took my first trip. I put the kids to sleep. I took my first trip in my van, and I turned up the music as loud as I possibly could. I did my grocery shopping, and on my way back, the music was blaring, and I was so excited about it. I guess I pulled into my driveway and drove right into the garage door without putting it in park. Now, my husband.
So we all have similar stories, it seems.
Yeah. Was in the den, which is behind the garage. And he said he was sitting in the den and he knew just exactly what had happened. Like he could tell immediately because he heard the music coming before the crash. So that's the story.
That's an awesome story. I like that one.
Christy, I hope you have a better ending for your first car than ours.
I don't. Definitely don't. My first car was a 1986 white Cavalier. And I remember at the time pinstriping was in, so that was really important in my selection of cars. But I grew up around here, so I distinctly remember probably about a week after I had the car, I was coming back from the Smith Haven Mall and making a left from 347 onto Lake Avenue, and my car stalled right in the middle of the intersection. And so I was panicked because it's a major intersection. Thankfully, I got across and people helped. And then I realized that a car needs gas to run. And I had not really thought about that. You have to fill up the gas tank on any regular basis, or to even look at the level of gas in the tank. So, but I'm confident
it's usually recommended. Yes.
Yeah, I'm confident after hearing all of our stories that is why they raised the age at which you can get your permit.
Right. Sadly,
Probably.
Sadly, I think I was over 30 when that happened, but and so they couldn't raise the age limit high enough.
What are you guys talking about?
Chris, we don't worry,
You
we
went
got this.
sideways, I think. You got it?
What was your first car?
Well, two. One was my parents had a GMC Safari. You remember those big vans? Like the enormous vans that could fit like 9 people in it pretty easily. They're like boxes, these huge things. So that was our family car. And then I had a Hyundai Elantra too, which were kind of the first 2 cars, simultaneous.
That's much more boring than our stories.
Yeah, we
Chris,
had
I'll give you $10 right now if you could guess what my first car was.
Can you rewind while recording? Can you rewind?
No, you can't. Can't. Something that you pedaled. I don't know.
Yeah.
Incorrect. I'll tell you later. You got to rewatch the video.
I will. I'll watch it while we're here. Listen, I'm going to give my shout out, then you guys are going to round it out, and then I'll come back and turn off the recording. All right. So I just want to give a shout out. People are doing a really great job here today. Got a lot of operations. I'm in general mode right now, bossing around everybody, and it's okay. So I appreciate anybody that's taking the orders and dealing with it. And the positivity is great. Kids look great. It's beautiful to see things. Everybody's in masks. We got a good operation here. I'm really proud of what we got going on. And I think the way that we're going to capture this is going to be so beautiful. I'm looking forward to the video being done next week. So kudos to everybody involved. And yeah, that's it. Peace out, everybody. You guys keep going.
Okay, I'm going to give my shout out, then I'm going to log off because my phone is actually burning right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, my shout out goes, if you could see behind me, we got a lot of people out here right now trying to get this going. We have graduates coming. We're in the middle of one of the groups right now, but things are going pretty. I don't have wood around, but knock on wood, things are going really well right now. And, you know, everyone's just helping out however they can. We're celebrating the seniors, and it's amazing to see. So shout out to everyone here today pushing this along. And Jason Capo, who just had his name announced.
So Christy, go for it. Ruthie, go for it.
Okay, I'm giving my shout out. My shout out is also to all of these seniors. This could not be cooler. Like watching these kids walk up the sidewalk and just, you know, in these beautiful robes, and everybody's doing a great job. It's really wonderful. So shout out to you, Mr. Cook, for making sure that all this is happening. Okay.
Thanks, Ruthie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think well, this is going to be great. This energy here is really cool today. Christy.
Positive.
I'm going to give a shout out to Walk 97.5, who has agreed to join us today. Add a little excitement to our morning. I'm also going to thank them because it was an hour about straight up pomp and circumstance, and they changed it up a little bit. I think they're going to keep interjecting it, but we might be listening to this in our head through August for sure.
Yes, definitely through August. Well, good stuff, everybody. Great episode, Gio. Good, welcome aboard again, Ruthie, Christy. Shout out. You want to do a shout out, Gio? Excellent. Go for it.
Shout out to Mrs. Braun.
Mrs. Braun, yeah, she's awesome. What's up, Mrs. Braun? Hope you got this one. We'll post this later on today. I got to watch it again to see whose cars were what, and that's where we are. Peace out, everybody. Happy June 17th.
Bye-bye.
Bye.